晚上好，那么今天要来玩这个霍格华兹的传承。OK。好啊，来看一下，我来看看。任务。翻缩一下。
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
刚刚那个什么，有恐龙的消息，我点去看一下恐龙的消息。
Revelio
恐龙的消息。
Textbook execution. Bravo.
毛熊，安安，晚上好，毛熊。晚上好啊！今天一样来推一下进度。OK。出席一下这个奇兽课。
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
啊，一来就下课。
Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead.
爆炸咒嘛。
Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
哟。
Well done. Now, Let us put it into practice.
大抱抱。好像很厉害。试一下这个新的咒语。这个比爆炸还要猛啊！我靠，按错。好。
Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarder.
Excellent wand work.
Ooh.
Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured
一样是
and
远
in
距离
control.
的。
Textbook.
可以哦。OK 呀，好，去学一下别的变形咒语。巨龙的盘问。OK。快速来解任务一下，虽然可能没有多快。地穴。哦，这边。这个斗篷发生什么事？有。
Revelio. You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
Yeah.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
你告诉那个奥米尼斯啊。
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Send
and don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I
am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
他不让我们了解这个黑魔法吗？足以丧命的一个黑魔法。那本书呢？结果这个任务不了了之，暂时没消息。
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. We'll be sure to tell him how very much you despise. 142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
解下一个任务，娜娜交谈。
Off on another adventure, are we?
So frustrating.
You.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts. so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
很受师哎，感觉很厉害。
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Conversation. 结果就这样，这个对话，奈奈的对话。我去看一下这个巨龙发生什么事。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled. I shall pretend I never heard the rumours of your involvement.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behaviour.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
为什么要被追上？我也不知道啊。 先不透露详情。
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours aren't harmed.
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask. Are you afraid of spiders?
Spiders?
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched lately.
Lucky you. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable, but why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
蜘蛛吗？睡不着了，晚上好，花枝丸。好饿，赶快爬起来，赶快爬起来吃东西。看要叫个外送什么的。我也是那种肚子会睡不着的状况。对，再怎么累，还是要吃个东西。今天又要吃泡面了吗？
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest. I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree. I was there for what seemed hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking about it. Ugh.
去客厅看看，去翻翻看有什么能吃的。OK。
Why didn't you ask the ministry for help?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. Tried Minister Spout old Spavin himself. But evidently they have their hands full with who knows what else. It seems this little hamlet has to fend for itself.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train station.
Train station. 纠结的网。
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle.
纠结的网啊。 我想先回那个万应室拿一下那个强力药水，药水有点不太够用。结果花枝丸又翻出一碗泡面，我会笑死！直接再吃一次泡面。 泡面吃起来，花枝丸。泡面泡起来。啊，打狗狗了。隐形。 终极魔药。OK。哇，满了是不是？太满了。满到炸掉。OK。那这个药水做蛮快的。不知道我们带的一个上限是几瓶哎？好，地图。地图，哎，你可以去看一下这个。好险我吃饱了，要不然像昨天一样，那个突然在讲那个吃的，然后突然讲着讲着就啊，好饿这样。这是一个很想吃的东西。太饿了。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
我想找最后一个那个什么，你想要找最后一个那个学院徽章，不知道在哪里找到。今天就只吃了一张葱油饼。认真一整天吃葱油饼，花枝丸是要当神仙吗？当神仙也不是这样子吧？这到现在是太忙了，没有时间吃饭，这样就可以减肥了。减肥不能这样减吧
What are you doing
这样会越吃越多。
Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
而且这样子肠胃很突然的，这样没有进食会受伤哦。
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of.
要比赛了。比赛比起来，啊？什么
You didn't see that.
要过这个坎哦。我的嘞，太夸张了吧！啊，在那个板板上面就100分诶。哦，
What a remarkable shot!
厉害了吧！板板100分，
Accio。
还好，好
Well,
险，
it appears I've been
好险还
bested.
是赢了。OK。
Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
Of course.
You played a good game, though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I? Only one student has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
就是现在还有7个耶，7个有得跑了。
Revelio。
有得跑了呢。哎呦，这边有箱子哦。你去看一下。
Lumos。
哇哦！
Revelio。
哎呦，这个门就感觉是欠开，然后打不开。可恶！空间不足是怎样
？Revelio。
幻影员，哪里还有幻影员
？Lumos。Revelio。
我还没学到解锁那个2阶的呢，很多东西都打不开。
Aloha Mora。Lumos。Levioso。
藏在这个鬼地方。
Revelio。
你不够9个月亮吗？我看一下。月亮背后的男人。对，我不够，找不到，不知道去哪里找，是可以慢慢找的。对，现在才找到6个，对，完全不知道要去哪里找，然后知道的地方要等级2的那个解锁才进得去。
Lumos。
背包。你说背包吗？收藏吗？还是库存？库存。第3个，这个。有啊，够了，真的吗？他这碗怎么一看就看得出来？现在有5个，现在晚上不找麦当劳吃，找永和豆浆。晚上好西瓜，都吃2个都吃，再去上缴3个就好啊。对哦，有道理耶，花枝丸，感谢你。OK， 想说，没办法学习那个什么东东，解锁2，原来是这样，我以为他是看我的那个背包里面，太感谢你了，再缴3个就好 ，OK。西瓜那个麦当劳豆浆都吃起来，2个一起吃，保证很撑，撑爆。我去找那个什么开锁先生。
Lumos，
麦当劳要开不开的哦？为什么？你们家附近的麦当劳都那个吗？半夜没有开吗？我这附近的有开耶。
Revelio，
还是因为地区性不太一样。永和豆浆半夜都会开哦，对啊，几乎都会开。没有错。几乎啦，几乎都会开。
Reputation to you.
哟，这楼上有什么稀奇古怪的东西
？Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
Demiguise.
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, my mind feels lighter already knowing those statues are gone. I did promise to show you how to improve casting Alohomora once you'd brought me enough moons. With that knowledge, you'll be able to break open even stronger locks. However, we don't yet know who's behind these statues. Still plenty of the foul things lying in wait to torture me. Oh. If you bring me more moons, I'll show you how to cast the most powerful form of Alohomora known to wizard kind. At least known to me.
特效音很多。
Keep looking for those moons, You'll save my sanity, and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind all of this.
上次吃了一下，很久没吃，它的东西比以前好吃。我是说你家附近那个吗？附近的那个永和豆浆吗
？Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, yes. Do keep up the good work.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which, as you know, have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and, believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. My tormentor is nothing if not thorough. I haven't left the castle in ages, and I'm constantly on edge.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
I commend you for your courage and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
这是可以进去逛的吗
？Revelio。
感觉这里也可以逛一下哎。哦，可以的。等级2解锁，太开心了吧！OK， 还有个等级3的纳采，忠实的朋友。哦
，Alohomora。
这要锁这么多个锁是在有藏什么厉害的东西在里面？啊，就这样。
Revelio。
冒险小说集。OK， 天黑了。
Lumos。
啊，等级3。
Revelio。 Bombarda. Confringo.
哇，这个烧不到。
Revelio。
奇怪，那个什么，那个门要怎么过去？我找一下，每次都要在这个找那个门的地方。好想吃麦当劳啊！被西瓜讲一个，好想吃。
Revelio。
哟，很会盯哦。
Aloha Mora。
OK， 长跑。
Revelio。
哟，这边不行下去啊，会摔死。哦，下面好像有东西哦。
Lumos。Revelio。
时钟机制。楼下，楼下。楼下有可疑的东西。
Revelio。
然后呢，从这里下去。啊，找到了这个！啊，那个钥匙，会飞的钥匙在哪里
？Revelio。
啊，在下面，在下面，在下面！太棒了吧！这个是夹我的意思吗？这个 个要怎么下去啊？什么
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda.
什么跟什么
Arresto Momentum. Leviosa. Arresto Momentum.
怎么打不开？哟，这摆明就是把我夹烂。
Leviosa. Revelio.
慢慢也就帮不了你，这边我还没来过哦，真的吗？天哪，花之吻。啊！
Defender. Bombarda. Expelliarmus, Bombarda.
每个都用用看。
Leviosa, Depulso, Confringo. Accio, Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
每个都按看啊。还是这个。 按看。哎，我的嘞！来看看哦。 吃了些饼干不饿脚，不敢吃太多。花之吻干嘛突然想要那个减肥？吃啊，吃起来，能吃就是福。对啊，不要怕吃。还是这一招。
Incendio. Revelio.
吃太饱会不舒服，不好睡。哦，真的吗？嗯，有道理，是没错啦。好像我自己也不会吃太饱，就有吃就好，不要吃太饱。对，有吃就好。这个门是怎么回事啊？ 哭啊！没有别的地方可以下去了吗？喂？喂？ 下不去呀！我靠！我靠！ 我靠，直接跳下来！哎呀，我成功了！直接掉下来！我成功了！哎呦，这什么鸡巴怪门啊！而且血糖上升之前不会觉得饱，当你吃到觉得饱的时候，通常都是吃过多了，所以才说要细嚼慢咽。哦，原来是这样，不要吃过多啊！哎，这边好熟悉啊，好眼熟啊！这边就是我们一开始在练习那个什么决斗的地方。感觉那个门要打通，钥匙才会飞上去。有飞上去，钥匙飞上去。对啊，我刚刚用跳的，直接跳下去。OK。哈哈，完成所有的学院标志的花枝们。对，他刚刚有个栏杆，然后这样按跨越，然后他就跨下去了。对，然后现在呢，我要回我的万应室啊，不是万应室啊，学院休息室、交易厅穿梭，这样就可以拿那个专属学院的那个长袍啊。听说蛮帅的，每个学院的长袍都不太一样。花枝丸不是拿过了吗？还是花枝丸还啊？你还没拿？对啦，因为你刚刚说你还没到这边，进度还没到这边，就这个。
Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside.
出现什么东西呢？啊，发生什么事啊
Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
哦，新衣服，新外观。啊，不是啊，要直接更换这个。这样更帅了哦，可以吧？新外观啊，把帽子换掉，好丑哦，丑到一个不行。今天不走可爱路线，今天走邪恶风。看起来邪恶一点的帽子，时尚礼帽好像不错诶，很时尚的感觉。有没有会发光的？会发光的这个学院长袍，看起来更黑魔法师的感觉。挡到了，这个挡到了。哎呦，这件不错哦，这围巾我喜欢。手套，当然换个黑色的。哎呦，他这那个服装真的是很多诶，剩一个，然后这边还有剩2个，不知道长什么样子。传奇护甲， 要可以我就讲 OK 的啦。哦，就这样吧。不知道这个红的好不好看？不太好看。这个如果是女巫师戴起来应该会蛮好看的。不抽狼，穿奇迹面纱好了。OK， 就这样，就穿的这样通关，应该啦，应该是，不确定。好，我们的下一个地图。图书馆收集终极变形学之书的实战指南页面，还没去收集吗？图书馆。在哪里？怎么没看到？
Revelio.
指南页面。
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
怎么一直有惊叹号？这个都是那个学院风啊。 阴暗装扮，在楼上吗
Lumos.
在这边。
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
哎呦，这大半夜怎么还有人在这边？
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book.
回答问题。
Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
我感觉要见祖先了。晚安，好的，花枝丸晚安，早点休息。
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
茯苓剂。
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
魔法器物。
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
哪一种球最大颗？
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Cool.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
魔法部的前身是什么政府机构？
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
"体型最小是哪一个？
The Peruvian Vipertooth.
Brilliant! Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
是谁建立的火米村？这个谁知道？选一个名字长一点的。
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
幻影鬼是食尸鬼。幻影猿。
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
击退吸魂翼的咒语是什么？击退吸魂翼的咒语。击退咒啊。
The knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm.
Oh.
The only known survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Rune's Paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the Rune's Paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
"直接开始乱选，依你模拟魔法与巫术学校会在什么地方？"
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
"最强大的爱情魔药是什么？"
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a 3rd chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
副作用。软爪的鹿蟹咬一口。
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Mimbolus Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimbolus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
谁知道啊？
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
有了什么东西给他儿子？
A smaller pot.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
The Amazon rainforest.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The 3 witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
马形水怪
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You should be pleased with your performance. Not many students would have done so well. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
拿到了
Revelio.
参加变形课
Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
Up 了。看一下哪一个会比较好一点。写诅咒，这个好像不错。嘿。白天，
settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
哟，什么都可以变吗？变形咒语。哇哦！
Beautifully done.
咒语大师，应该是学完所有的魔法了吗？还没耶。用来解谜或摆设装饰品。有。OK， 好。要 talk 一下嘛 ，talk。
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
正气师的事情。
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
考试通知吗？哎呦，就可以把它变成木头。哇。
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
直接冲这个主线任务。
I've always said that travel broadens mind.
Okay.
Away, Highwing! Away!
俯瞰会面。飞过头了啦！OK。
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
黑龙传说.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Revelio.
广场的入口。
Revelio. There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Revelio.
Stir up the blood.
很激烈哦。
Petrificus Totalis.
Who is it?
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
Revelio.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Petrificus Totalis.
Who's there?
Ah, yo.
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
为神魔用。
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice
Okay.
work.
Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do it.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Revelio.
你都敌人了吧？
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Enough! Not your best moment, I fear.
Stupid point. Cabalzo. Stupid point. Crucial. Expelliarmus.
Why can't I hit you?
Protego. Stupid. Expelliarmus.
No!
Stupid point.
I shall avenge your terror.
Dindo. Levioso.
What are you doing?
Expelliarmus.
Crucial.
Fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
Sure done.
For better or for worse, we're in.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were. I won't rest. Why stupid?
Expelliarmus. Crucial. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Okay.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Enjoy suffering, do ya?
Protego!
Someone been taken out last me!
Expelliarmus. Stupid.
Come up here and
Defender. Crucial.
Rather unwise.
Expelliarmus.
Who do you think you are? You are pathetic.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Something here they want.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
某人特点。
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
有复数。
Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
符文的符号。
That bridge has seen better days.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Perhaps we can mend the bridge to get across the chasm.
书好漂亮。
Reparo.
Okay.
Bombarda.
Protego.
Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Crucio.
Defender. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's lawyers all declared war.
Bombarda. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio! Revelio. Bombarda. Defender. Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Why have you not? Intend to die, do you?
Crucio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Bombarda. Accio! Protego! Stupid monster, the cow! Accio! Escape! Expelliarmus! Defender! Stupid monster! Crucial! We're not finished yet. It's almost as if they were waiting. Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombarder! Confringo! Confringo! Repulsor! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Crucial! Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombarder! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Devolso! Confringo! Bombarder! Defender! Expelliarmus! Crucial! Confringo! Depulso!
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
Ah, there's that Hufflepuff loyalty you're so well known for.
Okay.
Revelio.
Now, we can have
Bombarder.
peace.
Confringo. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Accio.
We should clear out these spider webs.
Incendio. Accio.
Rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel
Sebastian,
more of this
I think I
mystery.
found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it.
Lumos!
Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around. Revelio!
有一个新地点。
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. 怎么会有这样子呢？
Revelio.
《地下墓穴》。
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You're here.
Protego! Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is a scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insects.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio. Opening all of these is tempting. Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Protego. Stupefy.
We've rid the world of another spell. I shall sleep there.
Confringo. Confringo. Capulso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Depulso. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Capulso. Protego. Stupefy. Capulso. Confringo.
All this grass.
Revelio.
It feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo. Revelio. Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Depulso. Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Hello, hi hi. 你好。
There's something here by the altar. Expelliarmus.
哎呦，按错了。
Lumos.
今天去武器走了吗？有，今天用好几次。你好，菠萝包。
Accio.
今天非常的凶残，用了好几次。骷髅头，这又是什么？ 这游戏比那个谁还凶，比那个伏地魔还凶，对啊，比他还要凶悍一点。哈利波特的大反派叫啥？叫那个伏地魔。叫那个名字好哦。学习蛮很久。
What did you find?
其实我们应该是他的学长，不然我们会被灭口。
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa.
他们很畏惧。
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
For sure, make you want to dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it.
上个学杀人如麻，各位手起刀落。我们杀人不眨眼，对吧？用魔法杀人。晚上好，想想。感谢想想的订阅，谢谢想想。对，我们已经变成这个杀人不眨眼的黑魔法师。
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Of course.
There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
我是不是要说感谢
Leave no
想
stone
想
unturned.
3个月续
Or in this case, no bone.
对，感谢想想的连续订阅3个月，
If
感
this
谢
archway's
你
been
的订
barricaded,
阅
we，can find a way through.
谢谢你。哎，路障的方法，我们要怎么通过这个路障
Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
哎，这个放进去啊！哎呦，
Lumos.
骷髅头直接自己连上去，不客气，感谢你，谢谢香哥哥。那我是不是也要？可是我最近刚买新电脑，花很多钱。没关系，对啊，有空来看看我就好。对，不强求这个东西。对，订阅的部分我觉得还好。
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
对，有空来看看我，跟我一起玩游戏都可以。还有骨头，对啊，骨头
Lumos.
全部连在一起。是潜水者，潜水也没关系啊，对啊。哎
Revelio.
奇怪，说再玩古董，他等等会唾沫跟触摸泡茶，太可怕了！等一下去睡觉了会被吓到。我们是要把那个骨头凑满吗？
Lumos. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio.
哎呦
Revelio.
它还有楼下哎。
Accio.
哎，有了有了有了！把骨头拉出来。Okay.
Luma, you've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
不认识，硬要摸2下，像在直接玩我的遗体，害我正要投胎要被抓回来，龟康，哈哈，龟康就需要那个啊，需要他的那个他的骨头的部分。
Before we trudge on further, I just The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control.
Wow.
So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
就想要学习蛮横咒。
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
如果你被蜘蛛咬一下看看，看会不会变成蜘蛛人？好像不太可能。对啊，应该蛮困难的。学习这个咒语意味着什么？学习枪械怎么样？我们把那个魔杖换成枪械怎么样？
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
要学习这个，学习蛮横咒。没错，这些 RPG 设起来。
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
真心觉得这个塞巴斯蒂安真的很会教黑魔法。哦，他到底是跟谁学这些黑魔法？
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
史内普还没长出来哦。我要学习新魔法，造成大量伤害。猪猪人，哦，这可以暂时。 不射咒吗？对啊，他的黑魔法到底是跟谁学？蛮好奇。是不是用了就会瑟瑟？应该是不会吧。 用了没办法，射。啊，我的装备已经满到一个不行，想学射。
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I tried.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
我靠！哇靠！
Incendio. Confringo.
我让它爆炸。完全忘记要怎么让蜘蛛爆炸。
Accio.
又是蜘蛛，是没有其他的怪物吗？那个蝙蝠也可以。对啊，都是那个很多蜘蛛哎，而且这个是要照顺序拉出来。先把死人骨头放上去。
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
这样子。OK。想到隆恩说的，我们不可以跟着蝴蝶走吗？可以啊，可以跟蝴蝶走。哎，是不是拉错了？拉错了。哇。这个是解谜吗？这个图案，然后配这个圈圈，圈圈是哪一个？这个。哎，是个要消耗主破脑细胞的东东，这个酷酷的小游戏。这个。空的，我光看我的脑细胞就死光了。脑容量已用完，请安插新的记忆体进去。对，你的记忆体不够差的，再装2只32G 的。OK。有了，就是这个 ，OK。
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Good job.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
要打架了吗？我真的哎。真的要打架！打烂这个蜘蛛！我是手拳，我是那个怎么突然讲不出来？等我一下，我是那个赫夫帕夫啦，对，赫夫帕夫，我是赫夫帕夫。我是那个欢，这个念欢。对，赫夫帕夫。还有
Expelliarmus Crucial Bombardment
对，我是那个赫夫帕夫。OK， 激烈的战斗。
Bombarder Confringo
主播怎么可以使用3大不射中？因为那个蜘蛛太妖孽了，对他想置我于死地，所以我只好。
All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
他真是蜘蛛。对啊，他太恐怖了，需要惩罚他一下。哎
，Revelio
文物在哪里？这个吗？啊，有了。造福巫师，还能让整个世界变得更美好。请不要拿走这个衣物。有没有大神？
The relic! Look!
大蛇
Could it be?
没有没有大蛇。电影里的大蛇，大蛇可能要去看一下《火影忍者》，里面才有大蛇，里面有大蛇丸。
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
不是那个史莱哲林的那条蛇很大只那一只吗？养在密室的那一只。游戏里面好像没有出现，可是在电影里面有，对，它有出现，它有露过脸，很大一只，超大只。我们需要那个遗物。
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
记得是消失的密室那一集。
I must keep this relic secret.
哎呦，有看哦
Especially from my uncle.
有在关注哦。哎呦，前面怎么了？记得没错的话，好歹我也看过《哈利波特》。
Is that ominous?
是的，没错。我的印象中也是在那个。
The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
要打架了耶！没玩过霍格华兹也看过电影，电影超好看，对啊，推荐看。小说也超好看，看完小说再看这个电影会非常的有代入感。主播打他，要跟他 PK 是不是？要跟他决斗吗？这是剧情必要的一个路线。
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Need your help. 哇，这个强制叫我们选边站哎，我们不知道，随便说说的。好哦，我们要站在塞巴斯蒂安，还是要站在这个奥米尼兹？一个是同意黑魔法，一个是反对黑魔法。
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
Imperium? 小朋友才选择，全都要。
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperium!
Wow.
Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
毫无犹豫的直接。
What did you do? Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
刚刚是有看到这个蜘蛛，要跟蜘蛛打架。
Incendio. Expelliarmus! Defender! Stupefy! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Crucio!
你有看过美人鱼吗？是那个吗？迪士尼卡通那个美人鱼，小美人鱼。 是说那个吗
？Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Crucio. Defender.
丢哪里呀
？Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
鲨鱼先生，我们受过专业训练，我们是不会笑的，除非忍不住。啊，有，你说那个卢志祥演的那个嘛，美人鱼，有，还有那个什么，那个什么东西，那个章鱼铁板烧，是吗？章鱼铁板烧，八爪鱼，对，那个有啊。对，那个章鱼铁板烧让我印象深刻。 他把自己的手抽切掉了，快笑死！我的天啊！对啊，那个超好笑的。章鱼铁板烧。哎，我们走这地方是对的吗？ 我的装备栏移门，不能笑，受过专业训练不能笑，可是好笑。他那个拿来用来做很多那个梗图，哎，对啊，他那个蛮好笑的，梗图制作。 啊！的背包炸掉，我先丢一些，对，摧毁一下，最后一个2件，3件4件，好。对他拿来做很多梗图，很好笑。哇，打开没办法在那个哇，可惜。 这个看看，他们直接用飞的吗？看一下地图，哇，没办法，它需要我们自己爬上去。
Revelio。
扫把叫出来哦，可以叫扫把吗？哇，没办法，对啊，这样子叫怎么出去？看来只能爬了。对啊，还是爬走这边。
You need the relic.
I know, but not like this.
这是狗，应该不是走回头路。
Surely there's a difference between casting Imperial on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand.
Depulso!
I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
每个游戏的机制一定都是往前走，真的，除非他有满满的恶意。这边应该是没错吧？
Confringo!
我们要找骨头出来。
I need to find a safe way across. Incendium!
除非他开发商是脑弱。
Confringo!
我们可以这样过去吗
Accio! Incendium! Accio!
有了
Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
不行吗？这边好像是要骨头，感觉要用骨头做一个
Accio! Incendium!
变成一座桥梁。对啊，
Accio!
感觉是这么一回事。
Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
哇！把骨头拉上来。
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
下面那个
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Rickety bone. Perhaps moving piles of bones towards the center will help.
我们聪明，真的哎，成功了，太棒了 ，good， 优秀哎，我们成功了。
Accio!
哇！认真这个塞巴斯蒂安，你给我从另外一边绕出来，是在
Revelio!
还是我自己走错方向了？主播，我们可以去盗墓，什么奇观都难不倒我们了。对啊。现在哈喽，现在已经不知道是有走回头路吗？不太清楚。为什么好像走错路的地方？应该不是这边吗？我也感觉好像有点怪怪的，好像哪里怪怪，在这边一直往前，一直往前走。哦，哎，这不是我们刚刚造桥的地方，不对吗？不是这边，它是直接从这边那个。这里地图显示好像是在我看一下。
Revelio.
出去后左手边的样子。啊，左手边吗？那这边真的是很复杂，你要找到可以往上的路。上可以骑沙堡吗？不行。往上的路。它的路标好像是在上，对啊，感觉是在上面，所以我们一直要往高处走会比较，应该是正确的。哎，怎么又绕回来了
？Revelio。
在绕圈圈，该不会迷路了？对，我迷路了。那边，哪边？说这边吗？有个箱子。
Revelio。
有个箱子，我看一下。往上看，往上看。完了，连眼睛都有问题了，哈哈。天啊
！Revelio。
啊，这里这个吗？这个方向，这个箱子这个，然后往那边，我们往那边走看看。谢谢菠萝包。感觉是这边。
Revelio。
这是你也是瞎猜的，说不定是正确的一个方向。好，我刚刚一直往低处走，在干嘛？哎。有了，耶！呀，成功了，成功逃出这个奇怪的那个洞穴。
How long would the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
看了游戏教会我看地图，真的。你看那个地图给我看，我还会不知道往哪里走。费德罗特，我们把这个任务交一下，我们今天就到这边结束。费德罗特在哪里？我们要直接飞过去可能是跟我玩的都开放的世界哦，真的吗？菠萝包在讲什么？菠萝包你都玩什么样开放世界游戏？这边为什么没办法那个飞行？对啊，为什么好奇怪？给飞，我们只能用走的。
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
TDR 2、GTA 5往日不在。
Oh no!
消防2。
What is it?
Smoke over there by the hamlet.
等等这类，最主要是恶灵古堡系列。哦，觉得可以耶。说到恶灵古堡，3月要出恶灵古堡4的重制版，会让我很期待。到时候要来那个 play 一下重制版。反正旧的4代我没玩过，旧版本没有玩过。夏季有 CG 电影，逐步要看，没问题。
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
感觉最近超忙碌的。恶灵古堡0到8全破关哦，真的吗？我4代，然后0、1，然后前面怎么了？然后7没破，其他都破。从未有到 PC， 哎呦，老玩家哦，真的是老玩家，真的老玩家，很厉害。保卫费德罗特。很激烈。哇！这个有地耶！CG 电影每集都看。你拿乔奥维奇的，你拿乔奥维奇那个直接被眼坏掉了，对，被眼坏掉了。然后那个恶灵古堡拉昆是不要看，到圣人出发考他，他就突然对，那个肚子有点痛。哎呦，那个声音很震撼，有东西流出来的声音。切腹自杀。
What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Oh my god. What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
其实可以救他的方法有很多，不一定要用蛮横咒。可是他做正确的事。期待里昂克里斯基尔联手，说做那个吗？动画。
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Oh my god. CG 电影名字《恶灵古堡死亡岛》，其实我有看过诶，它就是有出那个任务的，什么药剂的啊，然后一开始的开场就是从飞机这样飞机下来，然后要去救什么议员的之类的，那很久之前的。然后还有另外一个版本就是暴君变很大只，然后最后结局就2只，然后暴君被那个战斗机炸死，然后结局。对，啊，那个是2话吗？好像是2话，很好看，我觉得他做的很棒。哦，那一部是诅咒，好清楚哦，菠萝包果然有看过哎，真的是太厉害了。对，那好久好久之前在看的，对，那时候很喜欢看那一类的那个动画，看那一系列的一个电影，算电影吧，对不对？还有一部是血咒，哦，血仇，哦，有血仇，那个好像是什么？哥哥吗？哥哥打那个那个什么病毒？死亡岛 C 区第4部，所以死亡岛出来了。我很久没有去关注他的那个 CG。哦，还没嘛，7到9月。哦，大概接近暑假的时候会出。暑假的时候，夏季的时候会出。那我们来期待一下吧。现在存档。今天的时间不早了，储存游戏。明天瑶瑶要上班，所以要来睡觉了。明天我们再继续玩，再推进度。主播刚说什么？哥哥没有，我说明天要那个啦。对，明天要上班，所以今天就对。到这个进度65%，我这个不知道什么时候可以到100%。谢谢菠萝包跟我聊天，快打完了，真的吗？我的主线好像感觉没有到一半哎。对呀，感觉还没有到一半。感谢菠萝包的追随。65%，对啊，我今晚快1个礼拜了。其他的主播好像都破关跑去玩别的游戏，那个时间有点短，所以可能会跑比较慢一点，进度比较慢。好，那我们今天这个霍格华兹的传承就先播到这边结束喽。谢谢菠萝包，也感谢菠萝包的追随。没事啦，慢慢玩。对啊，反正不赶时间，我们慢慢细细的品味这个游戏。好，那我们明天的直播再见了，晚安，明天见，晚安，菠萝包，晚安，拜拜。